Hey everyone, it's another cast. In the bottom right, we got 11, our red Zerg from Ashes. Top left, we got Octane Shemet as our purple Protoss. Yeah, this is a friendly best of three between the two. Thought we'd have a change of pace from the ESLs, just add things out because I am rapidly running out of replays I have not cast. I regularly cast the ESL Open Americas and Asia, so obviously I'm not gonna recast them for the channel, but kind of defeat the purpose of the exercise. So just been covering the ESL Open project thus far, so we're gonna start padding it out with games of different skill levels because that's part of the job as well. These guys are both Diamond 1 level players. I think it's like 3.9 and 4.1, something like that. But 11 is at the top of the Diamond League Championship circuit. I am not familiar with Shemet. 11 and I have been friends for about a year now, but we've known each other for 3-ish, I think. 11, leader of the Ashes community. Hatch gas pool. So, 11 has been popping off with a diverse array of builds. For it's interesting because I think over the past 2 weeks or so, um, 11 shifted into a more macro style, whereas the several months previous, he's been playing very aggressively versus Protoss in the early game, and I'm still interested in seeing how his style develops. I cast him earlier this afternoon actually, but it was just a best of one. I think. I don't know. My memory's melting. Let's go. Shemet. Moving into Adept. 11. Bounding down the ramp for Zerglings. Making sure the third location here the probe runs in. Be irritating. It will get a deny on the third base. Or a delay, rather. The wings kill off the probe. 11. Gets 300 minerals, and he's still not dropping. Why is he not expanding? What is going on? He's not expanding. He's at 400 minerals. I don't know what's happening right now. It's a Stargate play from Shemet. Okay. 307, 11 finally expands. Void Ray coming out from Shemet. Speed finishing for 11. And a very quiet map on Pride of Alteris. So yeah, this is our first cast on the new maps. Pride of Alteris has defensible choke points located various places around the map. We have an extra attack path you can open up by killing the rocks. This is a pretty defensible third expand for the Protoss, but the fourth gets somewhat dicier with multiple attack paths on the way in at both possible expand locations. The Zerg is going to have a bit of an easier time defending, the wider space. And it's gonna be a very long macro game, I think. Down, damn it. Second Stargate finishing up. You guys know the drill here. Double Stargate air toss. Void Rays +1 into carriers. European Protoss style. What is 11 going to do to counter? Well, 11's been favoring Hydra play recently. Mass Hydra all the way. Going for Hydra Link attacks, things like that. And like that's what he's going to be doing. +1 arrow weapons, finishing for Shemet. Double cannons at the third base to secure it, to lock it down. 11 reaching the 6-minute mark is going to have to expand here soon. He's Zerglings. No expand going, despite having cash flow to do so. Moving into Hydralisk. Still 1,000 minerals in the bank. You can move into Hydralisk and also take a 4th base here. But 11 is not taking that 4th base. It looks like he's going for a 3-base all-in play. But I still think, you know, drop the 4th hatch. At least get a macro hatch. Eleven has gone up. The 5 gas could probably have done with the 6 with the mineral bank, but it's okay. We just gotta watch and see if he gets up enough Hydra to actually mount his attack. Fleet Beacon on the way for Shemet, but there's probably not going to be carriers out before 11 hits with his timing. And 11 will begin moving out. It looks like he's going to hit around the 7-minute 20-second mark. He doesn't stop mid-map. Going to stop mid-map, kind of dance around a little bit. Will stop the Protoss from taking a 4th base. And like this is going to hit hard and fast. 11 makes it into the natural with a bunch of lings. Is not killing probes. He's going after the Adepts instead. Field battery taken out. The Adepts go down, but so do all of the lings. Second shield battery goes down before overcharge can occur. And there's just not enough Hydra to deal with the Void Rays. Oh, man. This is a very nice hold from Shemet. Not that it required too much micro prowess on his part, but like, these Hydra are just not doing their jobs well enough. Hive tech started for 11. 5 Hydra. 6, 7. On the way. Started up. Shemet drops a 4th. Triple carrier. Still in development for Shemet, but not here. If 11 had just waited on his timing, he had either waited or hit earlier, it would have been A-okay. If he had taken the 4th base earlier, he would have been A-okay, but still no gases on that 4th. It's like he heard me through time and space. He drops gases on the 4th at the 9-minute mark, but is it too late? Shemet's in a really good position right now. Shemet double expanding 2 Nexi. This is a bold, ambitious play. He's really betting that 11 is going to try to macro up and not try to go for another attack. And that correctly, not scouted. But Shemet was able to have good game and into it, what 11 would. To sneeze, indeed. Infestors coming out onto the field for 11. Infestors and Vipers. Multiple spellcasters are always somewhat difficult to use for any Zerg. There's just... It's... I don't know. It overloads my brain. unless you go in with the Viper, a Duct, and then cast your spells with the Infestors, things like that. But yeah, it definitely adds, for sure, another layer of difficulty to the control. Will 11 be up to the challenge? I love these skins. How cool this Viper looks. I love that his tail, like, stutters. Like, there's so much attention to detail in the model. Shemet. It's, static defending everywhere, all the time. He can for sure defend these 4 bases, alright? Like, for sure, he's going to be fine. This 5th base, I don't know if he's going to be able to defend this location and this location at the same time. The more static defense finishes, the better off he is. There's no shield batteries over here, so this is the weak spot in the defense of Shemet, but he's about to try and change that with additional shield batteries. The Ling Run By not going to go in. Seismic Spines in development for 11, but are still quite a ways away. Vipers are eating whatever they can. +2 ranged. +1 Carapace. Close to finishing for 11. More air weapons for Shemet. But yeah, I do give 11 the upgrade advantage. Ultra down on the way. This is very, very, very good play from 11. If there was a ground army. There is no ground army. So the meme here is before these carriers get to +3, they're going to pickle Ultralisks with Carapace and Titanus plating. 11 has maybe a third of the map creeps. Definitely could be better, but you know, he's off to a great start. Shemet expanding to the top right corner, getting a ton more static defense to hold down the fort. This is a greedy Protoss going up to 6 base. 11 now on even terms with the plant aliens. Mothership on the way for Shemet. This is a 200 supply Protoss army once that mothership pops. +3 air weapons on the way. And you very quickly hit a point where, well, you can't engage this army anymore as 11. You have to land the neural parasites. You have to be able to strike with Ling Bane into the Protoss mineral lines. You gotta play asymmetrically because no matter what you have as the Zerg, you're never going to be able to engage this army straight up. Shemet trying to go up to 8 Nexus. It's a very ambitious play. Oh my god, he's gonna hold the Nexus, isn't he? We're going to be watching closely to see what spells 11 casts. Does he go for the Parasitic Bomb? Does he hit a carrier and then abduct it into the Interceptors? Does he go for the Neural Parasite? I don't think so. I think there's too few Infestors for that. Plus, it's also not researched at the moment. But, you know, fungal growth. Does he go for the Microbial Shroud or does he go for the fungal growth on the Interceptors? These are all critical decisions, and there are going to be right answers and wrong answers for each situation that our Zerg encounters. Will he have good judgment? It always amazes me how much the frame rate takes. I have like a beast of a computer down to 40 FPS. Ay, ay, ay. That mothership. Hydra, crack the rocks. These rocks definitely didn't make a sound when they exploded. It always weirds me out. And yeah, I give a huge edge to Shemet. It's going to come down to engagement, right? 11 has a big bank. He can, for the most part, remax, right? Like, you want to keep Vipers alive, but he can place these Hydra. I think he needs a couple more bases here. How many larvae does he have? Got 67 larvae. Minus 400, 400, yoink on the mothership. Where's the actual damage? I mean, he casts a parasitic bomb. Okay, so that's going to be a good start. It's not the best against shields, but the infestors are being targeted down by the Protoss. These Vipers did not get to cast even close to all of their spells, but it's finally going to come down to the engagement. The Interceptors are launched as Shemet deals with the final parasitic bomb, and the Hydra are just going to start melting. There's not enough of them. 30 Corruptors on the production tab for 11, and with these weakened Void Rays eating up supply for Shemet and the couple carriers that he was able to take down, it's going to bode well for him. Pizza is here. Now, Pizza in one hand, Hydralisks in the other, trying to take out these carriers one by one. The target fire is working so far, and the Corruptors are beginning to drift in, but how many of them actually survive the onslaught? Only 10 out of over 30. That means they're going to take 3 shots to kill a carrier, which is no bueno. Void Ray count was diminished, but apparently not enough. There's just so many Interceptors, 87 left, and 11's natural has been overrun. The Spire's going to get taken out. Oh no, the Overlords. That's actually the key critical thing to take out. No, he doesn't go for it. 26 more Corruptors are going to pop. If they can unite and hit these carriers, 11 can kind of get himself back in this game. He has plenty of mining bases. Natural wasn't the most important target. The Hydra Den is still going to live. No critical tech has been taken out yet. He did lose one of the Spires, but there were 2, right? Okay, no, it looks like there was just 1 Spire. Corruptors will trade out for another couple carriers. Still 5 left. Not all of the Corruptors were able to join up with one another. Only 4 on the field right now. 12 Hydra are being produced, but now the tech's going to begin to fall. Why the Hydra Den hasn't been picked off, I don't know. There it is. Down goes the Hydra Den. Down goes the Lurk again. The Ultra Cavern is going to continue existing, but it's just the Ultra Cavern and the spawning pool. There's no more anti-air. For 11, spawning pool's about to die. 11 has 3,300 minerals that he now can't spend on anything but drones. Oh, the Spores burrow. No drones to die at this base. The positive. A lot of Interceptors are going to die to the Spores, but not as many as you'd hope. And it looks like Shemet has closed this out. GG. Shemet takes game number 1. In the bottom left, from Ashes. In the top right, Octane, Shemet. $11 in the DLC. Not able to beat Shemet. In the first map, Shemet getting up to that critical air toss mass, and 11, well, he let him get there. There were no Baneling run-bys. There were no Ling run-bys. I said there was one way to not engage that air toss army, and that was head-to-head, and sure enough, 11 engaged it head-to-head. Most of the spellcasters died before they got half their spells off, and that was the show. The Hydra melt. Corruptor re-up was not able to unite and take down the carriers. There were just many carriers. 100 Interceptors. And after taking damage. And wipe for 11. The gasless hatch pool. Not taking a gas. Where's the gas? 11, take your gas. What is going on? 11, please. You can take your gas, buddy. No need for this. Oh my god. Oh my god. I see. I understand. It's free hatch before gas. It's gonna get scouted by Shemet too. Shemet know what to do. You put on adept pressure after this. Cybercore finished. He scouted this early third. Should be making adepts. Okay, he is gonna make an adept. I mean, that's not too telling. You make an adept at this anyway. But gonna make more adepts. Probably. Should. Going adept oracle against this type of opener. Maybe in play. Well, there's the Stargate. And not too surprising, even if your opponent hasn't opened 3 hatch before gas. Forge down at the front for Shemet. So with the Forge, this is looking a lot more like it's just gonna, cannon up at home, get a second Stargate, and it'll be Void Ray City from there. Fleet Beacon. Cost on the burner. Simmer up. Time to warp in. Sure. It will be an Oracle play. Shemet. One adept in the window. Adept pressure. You know what else? No Warp Gate. Shemet is skewing Warp Gate. Hit with this Oracle. I don't really like this. There is a queen at 11's third. 4 crawlers going down at all locations. Four crawlers finished. 3, 2, 1. All the spore crawlers are up. And the Oracle stops dead. And now the queen's gonna get early damage. Shemet with a missed opportunity. Bling did a surprising amount of damage to the pylon. Will be executed for its efforts. Shemet returning home with the Oracle. 10 drones popping out. Stargate. Number 2. Numero dos. On order for Shemet. +1 air weapons. Starting to whir up at the cyber core. Double Void Ray production kicking off for Shemet. Yeah, we're off to another macro air toss for. But 11 making a baller play this time around. 4th base, super early. Super! Like, a minute early 4th base for 11. He is eco-scamming this game. He's up 10 workers. And I don't think he's going to stop anytime soon. He knows what Shemet's up to, and he's going to try to out-macro him. 5th base down for 11. Oh my god. Shemet's just going to think this is a 20-second early 4th base, and it's a 5th, yo. Shemet's done no damage to the Zerg. Shemet's going for an early 4th base. Oh my god, dude. This is eco-cheese on both sides. Seriously. 11's got 30 lings at least. I don't think he needed to do this. I think the 30 no, you know what? He can shred the 3rd mineral line. He's greedy. Okay. He's going to go for the 3rd mineral line. Hopefully he doesn't get caught up on the adept. He will split the lings. Good. That was about 15 probe kills. It was 11 probe kills. This is really good trades for 11. These links have paid for themselves for sure. An adept and 15 probe kill. Well, it ended up being prescient. It's a very good trade for 28 links. 11, definitely justifying why he didn't turn them into drones. 15 Hydra on the way to defend the Void Ray counter push, and they will be able to do so. 11 scouts it, but will lose an Overlord. Dangerously close to supply block, and no Overlords in production. Okay, start out 4, but this is a soft supply block, which is not great for 11. Got to be taking his gases on the 4th. This is a mistake we've seen 11 commit consistently, and we're just going to see the minerals bank up more and more, even without the supply block. So 11 ready to intercept the Void Rays. Forward a little bit, does deflect the Voids. Hive Tech halfway done for 11. More carriers popping out for Shemet. Oh no, the famous 11 Overlord rally. Every game, dude. 11 known for rallying his Overlords into harm's way. But 11 is going to stutter step in against the 3rd. Takes out quite a bit of static defense. The Baja Blast Dispenser tries to get off the ground, but is not going to make it. Several probes blown up. It's a very nice play for 11, shutting down the space. He's going to be mining off of 5 base against a 3 base Protoss. This is a really good position for a Zerg player. He's on 100 workers almost. And he's trickling out another one. He's like, I'll fucking make another one. 97 drones for 11. Shemet. Supply block Shemet down to 3 base. He's trying to expand to the 3 o'clock, but this base is going to be vulnerable for quite some time. And 11 could possibly throw this game by sitting back too long. But right now he's maxed. He should be pressuring the Protoss here. 36 more Lings on the way, as well as a couple Vipers and a small bank behind this for 11. Shemet totally broke, trying to get out more and more carriers. He's only on 4 right now. 11, go kill your opponent. You have everything you need. Oh no, 11 sitting back. He's not attacking. Okay, you know what? Maybe I spoke too soon. He's running Link Spy on the side. He can get a kill on this Nexus, or at least a cancel. But he's got to go. He can't Dunkirk this. He's Dunkirking it. He's not attacking this base. He's not moving in on the right. He's waiting for +2 ranged, I guess, maybe. He's got a Spire finishing behind this for the Corruptor Remax. But there was no carriers on the field. There's going to be 7. He's going to go from 4 to 7. That's so exponentially... It's so much exponentially better for Shemet. At least Shemet isn't mining off of this 4th base again. 11 takes the 9 o'clock. He's playing way too defensively at this point. Oh my god, he's not attacking. Not. Okay, he starts attacking. Gotta run the Lings in on the other side at the same time. Gonna hit right as the probes are transferring. Pull the attention of the Voids and the carriers. Okay, this is the attack I was talking about. These guys are hung up on a pylon for now, but we'll be going on Nexus in a second. Spellcasters with the army. This is looking really good for 11. 11 pushing in from 2 angles. Is going to be able to take down multiple Nexi, it looks like. The carriers are very afraid of these Vipers, and they should be. Shemet once again knocked back to 3 baselings. think about running into the mineral line, but are going to focus on the cyber instead. No, they're going to go into the cannon meat grinder. They've been aggroed. Shield batteries would hold against every single link. All right, they split into the natural and into the main. The whole position not quite on point in the natural, but quite a few probes will be picked off in the main. Shamit supply blocked once again, despite the worker losses. 11 is going to be able to easily max out, remax on 16 more Hydra. This is really, really, really good play from 11 this time around. Like we're seeing a different player. He did wait kind of a little too long to launch that attack. It went from killing Shamit to just being annoying and shutting down his two outlying Nexus. But yeah, 11 has enough to pull against this counterattack. More carriers just finished, not here yet. Gonna be... Oh, no, 11 made extra overlords, but yeah, he certainly did just a lot. Damn it. Takes out an outlying hatch for 11. He can afford to take this loss. 11 expanding to the bottom right corner anyway. But Shamit goes to target 11's main. 11 finally realizes what's happening, splits off most of the Hydra to defend the main. Will he get there in time? The Queen is down. The Hive is being focused. Parasitic Bomb on the Void Race to start things off is very nice. A lot of interceptors going down. They can't... They're focusing the Spore Crawler. Oh my god, the tankiest thing they could possibly focus. They will focus the Vipers next, but this is allowing the Hydra a chance to deal huge amounts of DPS. Another Parasitic Bomb going to deal light amounts of damage before the Void Ray finally blows up. The carrier count reduced to like 16 or something on the carriers, but they're being produced again 11 at a time. It's so gross to see. 7 more Corruptors on the way for 11. Take a look at the Interceptor count, because that's what 11's choosing to fight. Down to 30. How many Hydra are there? 43. And once again, there's an Interceptor per Hydra. And Shaman's still threatening the main. He hasn't left. 11 could go on the counterattack, and I think that might be a really wise decision. No, he goes for the carrier interception. He will get one. The other two back off. These two, though, rally back in on creep. Corruptors are going to intercept, and it looks like they will be able to take both of these carriers out with no casualties. Okay, 11's doing really well once again. Carriers barely have any interceptors to fight, but the 2 Void Rays in the front will be able to deflect the Corruptors for now. This is very mentally difficult to play against as the Zerg player. You're just constantly bouncing back and forth bases. You gotta calculate. Oh, the whole Hive died. How many Hydra do you... Well, just a couple too many, and all of a sudden this Airtoss army will kill everything you have. 11 just keeps cleaning up these interceptors, and you know what? It is eating into Shemit's mineral bank quite heavily. But is it going to be enough? 11 remaking the lair. Still YS to go before he can get to Hive. Bunch of larvae here he's got to spend. Otherwise, they will just be consigned to the void as the creep proceeds. 11 did lose 2 outlying hatches and is going to be wanting to grab them now. I mean, he's still doing okay, but he's now a far cry from the 100 workers he was at before, down to 69. And he's not attacking Shemit. Shemit being allowed to replenish his interceptor count, and that's quite significant. He's at 88 and climbing. More Voids joining the field to fight off the Corruptors of 11. 11's going to need Spore Forests and Spellcasters in the game. No longer the dominant force was. He waited too long to attack. Shemit was allowed to gain too much of a foothold, keep 11 pinned down for too long. A completely different game than it was a few minutes ago, and Shemit's in a really good position. Shemit's about to max out on Carrier Void Ray. 15 on the field, 16th in production. I'm sure 17th, 18th, and 19th are going to follow. Yeah, well, there's 17. Shemet mining out in the main. 11. Going up to base number 6. Out it pops. Base number 7 finishing at the 9 o'clock. And yeah, Shemet's about to be under mass siege. Excuse me. Yep, well, yep. Shemet is about to be under mass siege. I don't know why I thought I misspoke there. I said exactly what I meant to. Negade. Oh man, these Corruptors aren't firing for quite some time. The Hydra are going to lower the... No, they back out. That's the worst thing you can do. They take damage on the retreat. 2 more Corruptors out of the sky. Absolutely brutal. Shemet's in a really good position now. Maxed. Officially maxed. Eleven does have a considerable bank behind this. But gas and minerals are finite, and the geysers are taxed. Natural gone. Main, not gone just yet, but getting there. Oh, is a relatively fresh geyser. He's gotta reroute these idle workers. Yeah, 11 not even on as economy and numbers would say, because it's just he's not moving oversaturation bases workers, but he's not transferring workers from oversaturated bases to ones that need them, and these gases are just mining out and workers are not being okay, looks like he finally grabbed it off that one. These gases mining out in a matter of moments. This hatchery might get eaten. Okay, no, Viper satiated. It'll live for now. Shemet loses an outlying base, so that leaves him with 1, 2, 3 mining. Levin could have 4 mining, but all right, he's gonna begin transferring workers. Good, excellent. Shemet re-expands and takes the top left corner. 11's got to be on top of this. He's got to be doing linger on buys. He's got to be hitting in multiple locations. Oh man, prepared for 11. Trading Hydra for shield battery overcharge is not the greatest player. Beautiful parasitic bomb, but shield batteries are... Does pin Shemet back for a while. More Corruptors. Past the 10k mark. Minerals, but minerals don't fight air forces unless you turn drones and not seeing a spore wall. Being like a spore plywood board against the window, you know, it's just 3 of them. Not great, and one of them is being eaten by Vipers. It's actually going to be killed by the Vipers. Unfortunately. Oh my god, it lives. Just because of the Caster's Curse. We'll say the Caster's Curse is... Oh, that poor with like 6 health. More big parasitic bombs. But, not fastest summit, but not ability. Hydra fighting the interceptors, disruptors fighting the carriers themselves. so many carriers. The Corruptors are actually breaking through here. The Corruptors are winning the fight. Hydra keeping these Interceptors off the Corruptors' backs. But the Corruptors need to not get baited into the cannon field, and they won't. They'll back off. 17 more on the way for 11. He's trading out his bank. He still has plenty left. Another carrier falls. The count has been reduced to 7 from about 17. No, it was 19. It's down to 7 from 19. 12 of them dead. No, he's morphing Broodlords. This is a bad plan. No, just keep your Corruptors. You need the Corruptors. He doesn't have Warp Gate technology. He does not have it. He can only make air units. Well, that's not technically true, right? He can make ground units out of 1 robo and 1 gate. Ah, yes, the 25-minute 1 robo, 1 gate play. Dude! I don't think I've seen these Broodlords in a long time. Look how fucking sleek they are with the teal, like, markings. Oh my god, that's so sick. It's gonna eat up a lot of shield battery energy, which is nice. Broodlords are... You know, you make Broodlords into GG. That's the Broodlord play. It's Broodlord into F10N. I'm just taking the skin in. I love this skin. I gotta figure out what... Not the Primal Zerg. Love it. Oh no. 11 doesn't have enough to take Corruptors into Broodlords. I mean, he's taking out static defense for sure. Okay, maybe he does have enough, actually. Hold up. Wait a minute. The Hydra are melted. Okay, the Broodlords finally get taken down. Defensive losses for 11. He's gonna make Corruptors. He's nowhere near Remax, though. Like I said, minerals do not kill air forces, and 11 is hurting for gas. It's just mined out at all his geysers. He's so heavily taxed. Shemet has a fresh base to the top left, and he still has this relatively untouched 3 o'clock base that he can draw from. Ooh, these are full simulators. Ones are pretty solid. Yeah, Shemet took his bases later, and he's trading more efficiently. Okay. Now, the mineral count, the mineral bank is not the best. The Lings run in way before the Corruptors. It's a big waste. The Corruptors leave again! If they had gone in together, it would have been a different story, because shield batteries would have had to choose between healing the cannons or the carrier. 11's trying to take the opponent high yield. That's gonna last very... Yeah, this base is... 11 needs to be playing very aggressively, striking such a big mineral bank. Moving into Ultra Viper. The larva count taking a big hit for 11 as well. Shemet, it kills me. He needs Warp Gate so bad. 11 has not caught on that his opponent has made no ground unit. Made 1 adept this entire game, I think. Made 2 adepts. Came for 500 dead in. Oven's going into adrenal glands. Okay, good. I love to see it. Okay. Take a look at the unit count. 21 voids, 9 carriers. This is doable. It's definitely doable. Double parasitic bomb is going to eat shields. It's going to take out the shields. It's like this army got EMP'd, but 11's not engaging. Why is he so afraid to engage when he's winning? Oh no, the Vipers are on the same hotkey as the Corruptors. It looks like he's still not engaging. This is the best time. Gotta take this fight. No, he keeps running away and taking retreat damage on these Corruptors. More Hydralisk are coming out. They're trickling out. He needs to kill this army. He needs to kill it now. Otherwise, Shemit's just going to re-up on Interceptors, and it's going to be a bad time for 11. 11's got to focus the carriers. He's focusing the Voids instead. These Hydra can move forward since the Interceptors are focusing the Corruptors. They need to start focusing. You need the Hydra fighting the Voids and the Corruptors fighting the carriers, but the carriers are going to win the day. There's too many Corruptor shots, too many Hydra shots on Interceptors. Shemet has 1,100 minerals in the bank. It's not like he's gonna lose his mineral bank to replacing Interceptors anytime soon. 11 has stabilized for now, but it's... Oh god, no. Shemet can just end this. 11's still with a big mineral bank, but he's not doing run-bys behind this. Even though he does have 3/3 Adrenal Gland Blings, he's just tunnel vision unholding, and can't blame him too much, but it's a losing battle. He could have won that last fight, but he retreated the Corruptors about 3 times. That allowed Shemet to just deal damage and kill off Corruptors. Hydra not moving forward to finish the carriers, and Shemet's burned down the Ultras, down the Queen. Take out another Queen. 11's officially had his supply cap lowered, and it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Hatch after hatch cleaned up for 11. He's now not mining. Not mining whatsoever. Making 4 Hydra. And he has 4,000 minerals in the bank. But this game is over. It's as over can. Unless Shemet leaves. For no reason. 11 has 0 workers. Here we go. Final Hydra retreat to the spore. Oh no, not really a spore fort. More of like a spore. A spore grove. Shemet comes in, takes out the main hatch, and that's the show. 11 super ultra mega dead. It's dead. It's done. It's gone. Chad Rays are just deleting everything in their path. They're destructing it, destructing it, whatever it is. 11 still believes in the dream. You know, I'd be very happy if 11 had a comeback. But he's not. It's not. There's not enough to kill the static defense. I mean, I guess you could take like a couple hours. No, because the shields would regen the time you're trying to regen Queen. These guys are friends. This is the friendly best of. So I'm sure they're just, you know, 11's typing some kind of meme thing in the chat. He's like, you have to kill all my buildings. Should see GG here any moment. Look at that light beam. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's so bright. GG. Shemet takes the 2-0.